We just had Will Ferrell on. Rich Eisen reached out right away and said, I'd love to come on and say goodbye to Seton O'Connor, NFL Game Day morning host, and the Rich Eisen show on the mothership. Also heading back to Sports Center. Okay.
Yeah, DP. How are you?
Okay. Is it this Sunday?
This Sunday, back in Bristol for a night. One night only. Yeah. One night only.
Are you nervous? I've been waiting a long time.
Yes, you have. It's been that long since you actually did say that to me with a hint of irony, but no, it's exciting. I can't wait, and I also have no idea what to expect. So I've been told it's gotten massive since I last set foot on that campus in 23 years ago. So
wait, you haven't been back on campus?
No, they handed me a cardboard box in late May of 2003.
Well, all your belongings.
Dan, you were then at the big wedding of for Susie and yours truly. About 10 days later, you were the one who hopped behind the bar apparently because drinks weren't being served fast enough to your liking.
Yeah.
So you were passing out Jägermeister shots to everybody. This is what I heard through the grapevine that night. And I have not been back since then. That is correct.
But
since 03.
Did they escort you out?
They definitely watched as I put a box together and walked out the door. That actually did happen. Yeah, late May of 2003.
Because I remember when you were telling me, and I said, you're going to be the face of the NFL Network.
Mm-hmm.
If you stay here, you're just a SportsCenter anchor. You're part of the cog here, but that's something new, and it's the NFL Network. And my logic was the NFL is not going to let the NFL Network not succeed.
Yes,
but you do take a risk, and it's obviously worked out for you. But I remember, there's part of us that I don't want to give up, working on SportsCenter. I mean, people don't walk
absolutely.
away.
It was an identity for me,
yeah,
Dan, and I'll never forget. Starting off at NFL Network in 2003, and then about 3 months later being at the NBA All-Star game here in Los Angeles. And Susie was the one who was working it. I was her plus one for some of these events. And somebody comes up to me and says, I watch you every day. And I wanted to crowdsource that immediately because NFL Network was only on in about 10 million homes at the time. I'm like, how do you watch me every day? Like, I watch SportsCenter. I'm like, well, I haven't been on that since last May. And the guy looks at me, he goes, are you all right? I'm like, I could fog up a mirror in front of you right now if you want, but it was my identity at the time. And if you were so clear-eyed about it, you should have told me that, don't worry about it. You'll be back 23 years later, and NFL Network will be owned by ESPN. So you should have told me that at the time, Dan.
Well, this is what they didn't tell you. I'm going to be co-hosting with you Sunday night on SportsCenter.
By the way,
by
the way, that would make my day, night, and year to do another SportsCenter with you, Dan. If you're up for it, I would love to do something like that one day.
It's too late for me. Maybe
No, it's not.
How about an ESPN news shift, like at 2 in the afternoon?
You sound like Bill Pito now. DP, we need you on news. We need you on news at 3P.
Yeah.
Dan, No, it's not too late for you. Come on now. Yeah, don't say that.
I used to drink 4 20-ounce bottles of Coca-Cola every night.
Yeah.
Just so I would be alive at 11 o'clock. The problem was when I got to midnight and I was still alive and I wouldn't get to bed till 2 in the morning. And I just remember my wife said, isn't there something else you can take? I was so worried I wouldn't have energy on SportsCenter that I would be chugging Coca-Cola throughout the night.
Yeah.
And I'd get home and I'd be wired.
Yeah, tell me about it. I would do as you know, Stuart and I would do the 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And we'd get home at 3. I don't mean to top you here, but I mean, let me tell you, you stayed up at night. I was telling, we had Landon Donovan here recently, and I told him the story about how Stuart and I drew straws to see who would close SportsCenter after the round of 16 World Cup that he, thanks to his outstanding play, that he got the United States there. And I drew the short straw. So I had to close Sports Center at 5 a.m, thanks to Landon Donovan. And I watched the sunrise going home. And Stuart was well tucked in bed because he drew the long straw that night.
We're talking to Rich Eisen, NFL Network / ESPN. Or is it ESPN / NFL Network now?
Dan, I'll take whatever you got there, however you want to do it. It's all the same now, which is kind of wild.
And he'll be hosting SportsCenter 11 o'clock Sunday night.
Yes, sir.
Midnight.
It's a midnight.
Oh, midnight.
It's a midnight tip.
Who's with you?
Just solo. I'm going to do it myself.
Wow.
But here's the crazy thing too, DP, about how the world is totally different. That as it stands right now, it's coming off of an NBA doubleheader, and inside the NBA is going to throw to me sitting on the Sports Center set. So it's wild how it's all under one roof. And Daniel Jeremiah will join because we're going to talk NFL draft, and the NFL Network version of the draft is still intact, and we're going to keep doing it until we get that tap on the shoulder.
The Fernando Mendoza not showing up at the draft.
Yeah.
How surprising is that?
Not really. I mean, he's got a large family, and his mom has MS, so I don't know how easy it is for her to travel. And on top of it, at some point, the NFL can't say what you're plus 30. Is that what you are? You know what I mean? Like, so I'm not surprised. I don't blame him. And, it'll just be one of those moments where the draft television coverage might suffer because there's no moment coming off of a green room to start a draft and give that energy.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we'll just keep, matriculating down the picks and see if he starts in the fall. That's the next one.
I know you wanted to say goodbye to Seton.
Yes,
so,
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
But unfortunately, we're out of time.
Talking about me.
Yeah. Sorry, Seton. We're out of time.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah.
Seton, what's up, brother?
Hey, buddy.
I just wanted to come on. As Dan knows, I saw the news during a commercial break here, sitting right here. And I'm like, oh man, you were such a part of the fabric of this show and such a great dude. I just wanted to come on and say whatever your next goal is and whatever you're doing for Dan and the burgeoning Dan Patrick Production Network. I'm psyched for you, brother.
Did you want to break the news now that I'm joining the Rich Eisen show, or should we wait until the press release comes?
No, Dan, I'm sorry that I was doing this behind the scenes.
Wow.
Dang.
But, yeah.
Okay.
Shocker.
Yeah. Seton's coming. No, I mean, your wife is already the voice of this show for over a decade, so I think I've gotten enough of your family, quite frankly.
Wow.
No, I just wanted to say to you, whenever I would come on the show, in person, and I would show up on the set, and Paulie would say something weird and awkward about my shoes, and McLovin was just no doubt coming off of some ego bruise because he took a pie to the face or a football to his head or something, and Fritz would just be already trying to book the next guest to make sure Dan's happy. You would always have a smile on your face and just be chill and present and just being awesome, dude. And I've always enjoyed listening and watching you, and just wanted to come on the show and tell that to you.
I appreciate that, Rich. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks for sharing. And
I thought it would be. There's no tears after that. There's no tears.
I don't think anybody's crying today for some reason. Like, I don't know. I don't want to be the first guy to cry.
But I would bet if there was, Hall of Famers in Canton, Ohio, always bet who's the one who's going to cry first in a Hall of Fame class. I would have bet you first, Dan.
Oh,
You've got a touch of the Vermeil in you.
Who's the one who doesn't care? The one who won't cry on this show.
Oh, that's Paulie.
Yeah, probably right.
Yeah, I brought eye drops to fake cry.
Oh, you're fake?
I brought them with me.
Fritzy yesterday said he might cry on Saturday.
Sometimes it takes a little while to process it.
Saturday.
On the Sabbath? That's when he's crying?
A day of rest when I'm just thinking about life
I
and what's
see.
going on in the world.
Thank you, Rich. Good
You
luck
guys are
on
the
Sunday
best.
night. All right, we'll see you in Pittsburgh.
Thanks.
Yeah,
I'll see
thank
you
you,
then.
Rich.
Take care.
That's
Bye.
Rich Eisen, NFL Game Day Morning, host of NFL Network and the Rich Eisen Show as well.
Rich has always been great to me and my family. He's always been very nice to me.
Yeah. Sunday night
Good dude.
on SportsCenter, all by himself.